Role Model. Role Model is a program designed to appeal to the consciousness of our youth in choosing the right path in life and to de-emphasize the importance of finding shortcuts to success. These and many other issues will be the focus on Role Model. Join Oluwatobi Babarinde on OSBC TV, channel 113 on Start Time and 502 on Free TV every Monday 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Role Model, it promises to be educating and interesting. Watch out.
Welcome to another scintillating edition of your daily program, Role Model, reaching you directly from the stables of Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Ile-Awiye, Oke-Ibale, Osogbo. Just like you have heard from the jingle that introduces this program, the program is Role Model, and we have been discussing a lot of issues that are pertinent to life-changing topics on this program that affect the lives of our youth. What do I mean by life-changing topics? This is a program that's set to address, those areas that need to attract attention of our youth. We want to say on this program, we encourage that our young people want to de-emphasize, placing too much significance on finding shortcut to success. That means what other thing can we do with our hands to ensure that we become a better instrument, a useful instrument, a veritable one in the society, leveraging on those things we have around us to make our life better. These are many other issues has been our focus on this program, Role Model. My name, of course, is Oluwatobi Babarinde, your regular host. On today's edition of the program, we want to toe the line of, find something to do outside the normal 4 walls of classroom education. We call it life skills. Life skills. That is the topic we'll be discussing on today's edition of the program. What are those key things that are very key and necessary for us to know? Adding value to yourself outside the educational, certificate. These are the things we'll be looking on today's edition of the program Role Model. Well, I already have with me seated in the house my guest. Is not strange to us on this program. He's a friend of the house, and is Mr. David Ayodeji. He's a life coach, and he teaches and he taught about some of these things that we discussed about. I am happy to inform you that he's here. You are welcome on the program.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here again this evening.
Thank you. Yeah, just like we said in that intro, that life skills. Somebody watching will say life skills. Skills is something is okay, but we want to tell them we have more to tell them. There's more to it on this program. So, but in form of introduction, definition, can we just go?
Yeah. Good evening, dear viewers. Today on the edition of this program, we are discussing life skills. Life is designed to be run and governed by skills. As a matter of fact, the more skillful you are, the better your life becomes. Skills, by definition, is the ability that has been acquired by training. The ability that has been acquired by training. That is the definition of skills, an understanding, the knowledge that you have acquired by training. And the more skillful you are, the better you become. You become useful to yourself and you become useful to the society as a whole. In recent time, the employers of labor has moved from checking or placing emphasis on certificates. They've moved from placing emphasis on certificates that we get from schools to checking skills. When you go for an interview, you see they ask you what and what can you do? Where have you worked before? They want to check your experiences, your antecedents, where you are coming from. Some will even specify 2 years working experience minimum. Some will require 5 years working experience. They want to know what and what you have learned over the period. You can't just say you are a fresh graduate, you have never worked anywhere. Nobody will employ you. That's why the importance of this NYSC, when you go for 1 year mandatory service, is for you to have an experience. They post you from your state to another state, farther from where you are living. If you schooled in Osun State, for example, you can be posted to Borno State. It's just for you to have, they say traveling is also part of learning. You have an experience of culture of other people. You see the way they live in another place. you see the kind of food they eat in another place, you see the way they greet, you see the language, you see diversity. So that's the importance of all of the things we do that the NYSC exposes our youth to. So when you go for your service here, is an opportunity for you to learn new skills, life skills. Some children have never gone out of the comfort of their parents. So that opportunity affords them to face the reality of life. You know, there are formal education and there are informal education. The formal education are the ones you acquire in the four walls of the school. The informal are the one that you acquire on the street. You acquire by engaging life, interacting with your environment, relating with your environment. You meet people on a daily basis. Your conduct with people. You will have people that steps on your toes. How do you manage the situation? Conflict resolution, communication. You'll find yourself in a strange land. Perhaps maybe you are a Yoruba man and you find yourself in an Hausa land. How do you communicate? How do you survive? Survival skills is part of life skills, survival skills, ability to survive in any environment you find yourself, adaptability, ability to adapt to changes in your environment. You know, the world is changing on a daily basis. Things are evolving. Last year, the price of fuel is not what we are buying it today. Things are changing. The price of foodstuff, commodities in the market are changing. How do you cope? Will you give up? Will you turn to something else because of the little changes or difficulties you are seeing in your environment? Ability to adapt to changes. These are life skills. You don't give up because situation of the country is bad. You see some people say bad, terrible things about the country because of what we are going through as a nation. Because of the situation, we cannot adjust, we cannot adapt. We just think everything should go the way they should. So when they are not going the way we want them, we start throwing stones. We throw stones at the government, we throw stones at our leaders, we begin to say negative things about our country. We fail to become good patriots of the country because things are tough, because things are difficult. So we cannot adapt. We cannot change. We just want to be rigid. We want things to go the way they have always been. And there is always some measure of pain that comes with growth. We should not forget that. So life skills generally teaches us how to adapt with our environment. Whatever change comes around you, how to adapt and move on. They are not there to break you down. They are not there to crack you down. In the midst of this economic hardship, people are still thriving. It depends on your perspective to life. Some people are still thriving. I still see some people raising magnificent buildings. Some people are still doing some wonderful projects here and there. While some are complaining, some are thriving. So how do you take advantage of both the positive and the negative events around your surroundings? How do you convert them to your own advantage? That should be the focus of life skill. Life skill.
I love that, your background and introduction, very deep and very clear. Now while we discuss off camera, I know we have a lot of subtopics, subpoints under this topic, which I'm afraid we can even finish it. Now let's go to the types. Because I was told, we have iron and salt and all this stuff, and people will be willing to listen to this. So can we go into those categories or types or whatever we call it?
We have different categories of life skills, and basically the common one that everyone should work towards having, because one of the benefit of embracing and developing life skills is that it gives you confidence. Anywhere you find yourself, you are confident, you can speak for yourself, you can defend yourself. In whatever situation you find yourself, you have that boldness to speak for yourself. So life skills generally, one common factor that connects all the life skills together is communication skill. Ability to communicate effectively. That is one skill that every one of us must spend time developing. Either you are learned or unlearned, either you are schooled or unschooled. You must be able to communicate effectively. Ability to sell whatever you are producing. That is a skill. Marketing skills, goal setting skills. What do you want to achieve? In the next 5 years, what do you want to achieve? As parents, these are skills that we must daily develop in our children. Beyond what they are learning in school, they must have life skills. Life skills is what we put food on their table. Life skills is what will make them stand out when they meet with their peers. So part of the things we must concentrate on as leaders, as parents, is developing life skills in our children. Ability to communicate effectively in a clear terms without missing words. Ability to stand with high self-esteem in the public. Ability to say what they want to say without compromising their faith.
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence. So we need to see communication skill is vital. Either you are in a government job, in a non-governmental job, in a self-employment, whatever skills, whatever area of your vocation or endeavor, you need communication, because we are is it psychological being, or what do they call human being now? We relate with the environment. You have people to relate with on a daily basis. If you don't have the communication skills, you won't know how to relate well, and many things will slip off your hand. So one equating factor in all of the skills is communication skills. Then goal setting skills. Now we want to talk about the types of skills that you have. They are subdivided into categories. You have soft skills.
Okay.
We have soft skills. Under the soft skills, we have communication, we have goal setting, we have adaptability, we have conflict resolution. These are soft skills that must be team building. When you have children, it's important for us to give them task, joint task. You know, charity begins from home. If children don't engage themselves to do work together as team, right from the home, when they are young, it will become difficult to work in an environment where they can cooperate with other people.
Mixing with other people.
They won't be able to mix. When you give them work in the class and they cannot jointly do it together, you cannot develop the team spirit in them. That's what they call team spirit. In a country where the leaders and the followers are not working as a team towards a goal, they won't achieve much.
In the country
where the leaders and the followers are not working together as a team, they won't achieve much. There must be a point where there must be a connecting point where the leaders and the followers work with a team spirit. We are working towards a goal. This is our direction. This is the direction we are going. I tell you this, if the president will come boldly to say, this is what I'm doing, and communicate it effectively with the citizens of this country, many people will reason along with him. Most of his decisions are fantastic. They are futuristic. They are good for the well-being of the country. But because he is unable to communicate effectively with the followers, it becomes so difficult for people to reason out what he's doing. So leaders will embrace communication skills. Is a vital tool that every leader must embrace. Communicating with your people, this is where we are going. This is how we are going. This is what we want to achieve in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. This is our goal. Ability to carry your citizens along with what you are doing will make them respect you as a leader. So also a parent, you must communicate with your children. This is what we are doing. This is where we are going. If you don't communicate it, it will become so difficult. There will be conflicts. So conflict resolution skills is also part of this skill. So communication, teamwork is part of the soft skills that children must learn. Youth must learn. You must learn to work as a team. There must be team spirit in you. You must embrace team spirit. Organization where there is no effective teamwork cannot thrive. Organizations that are thriving are organizations where there are positive collaboration among the staff and among the work. When there is positive collaboration, you bring ideas, I bring ideas, she brings ideas, everybody is bringing ideas, there will be growth, there will be progress. But where team spirit is not promoted, there can't be meaningful progress. So these are skills that we must begin to build in our children, because people, the 21st century employees, are not looking for certificates again. We have thousands of people in Nigeria that have certificates but doesn't have life skills. Because the schools will not teach you life skills. The schools will not teach you communication skills. They will not teach you team building skills. They will not teach you leadership skills. It is you that will develop these things. And parents must begin to take responsibility to develop it in their children.
Okay? And parents must begin, I'm coming back to you, sir, and parents must begin to take it up from there. Ensure that we put all of these life skills
that we are analyzing into our children. It's very key and it's very important that we cannot get it right from the four corners of the classroom, but this is things that we have to get it on ourselves by ensuring that we have a better society, we have a better nation, and we have a better life individual. Yes, this is what we are discussing on today's edition of the program Role Model. For inquiry, for involvement, and any other thing you want to know as regards as this program is, don't hesitate to get to us on this number 0065052932, 0065052932. And my guest has been Mr. David Ayodeji. Is the one that we have been doing it together. He's a life coach on today's edition of the program. Yes, coming back to you, moving away from those one, I know you see how what are the importance of life skills. You know, we have already talked about some of these things, but actually, what are those important things that we can, derive under this theme of our discussion?
Yeah, there are several importance attached to building or developing life skills. Number one of them is it boosts your productivity and efficiency. Someone that has developed life skills will become more efficient and more productive. You enjoy them. They don't need much supervision before they can function. When a problem arises, they know what to do next to salvage the problem.
Little or no supervision.
Little or no supervision, because they've developed critical thinking ability in them. They can think outside the box. They are not just carrying the theory of osmosis and diffusion. They are not carrying the law of thermodynamics, only the laws in their head. They can face real life situations, provide solutions to difficulties, problem solving skills. They have it. So that gives them a boldness. They become so productive, they become so efficient. These are qualities that people look out for in employees. When they are employing people, these are things they look out for. They want to check whether you can handle pressure. When there is pressure, maybe we are just working on a program and there is shortage of power supply, what will be the next line of action? When there is a minor fault, technical fault or each, what should be the next line action to salvage the situation? When a vehicle breaks down, what should be the next line of action? Ability to think outside the box, problem solving skills. Then it also boosts confidence. That's another importance of life skills. It boosts your confidence. What you know, nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can take away what is inside of you from you.
You cannot give what you don't have.
And you cannot give what you don't have. You have communication skill, you give it, it helps you. Anywhere you find yourself, it helps you. You have problem solving skills, it helps you anywhere you find yourself. Either you are in the office, you are at home, you are in your religious organization, anywhere you find yourself. Once you have that skill, it helps you anywhere.
It makes you to stand out.
It makes you to stand out. Then team building, ability to work as a team. It's also an important, the part of it, the important is there will be progress, there will be growth, there will be progress, there will be growth. When they see that this person is a team player, they don't like to be in. Some people cannot relate. They cannot just support another person. They are all alone. They live independently. My own, myself, this is how I want to do it. They cannot work as a team. They cannot collaborate. And there is no way you can go far by your strength alone. You need other people's idea. You need other people's input. You need other people's effort. You need other people's resources sometimes. You can't achieve every of your dream all alone by yourself. So you need some input from here, input from there, input from there to be able to get to your goal and your dream. Goal setting, ability to set goals. When you set goals, you achieve goals. Set no goal, achieve nothing. The farther you want to go, the more you have to begin to set goals. People that don't set goals, I begin to wonder, what is our goal as a nation? Where are we heading to? And the next, there was a vision 2030. How are we assessing ourselves if we're actually moving towards that goal? Vision 2030, vision 2050, all of these goals, we just say it and we leave it in the air. No deliberate decision and action is backing it up to make sure that we are moving towards that goal. It helps us to achieve our personal and professional goals. If you develop life skills, it will help you to achieve your dream, your personal goals. It also helps you to enhance your personal relationship. When you have relationship around you, When you have life skills, it will enhance good relationship around you. People will want to associate with you because you have good skills in you. Then it improves your mental and physical health. Mental and physical health. What should worry a man that has life skill or that does not have life skill will not worry a man that have life skills. So emotional intelligence. What could have cracked some people's emotion? If you have life skills, you keep moving.
What would have break them down?
What would have break them down, develop IBP, develop different sicknesses? You just smile at it and you are moving on.
No.
Because you have life skills. You understand that there are times it will be much, there are times it will be little. There are times to abound, there are times to abate. You understand this as a prerogative of life. Life is not designed to move smoothly. At a time it will be up, at a time it will be down. That's how life is. It moves in an haphazard way, zigzag. At times it's up, at times it's down. So you understand these things by the skills, life skills that you have. So it gives you an enhanced performance in your professional life and in your personal life. Another thing that life skill will do for you is that it will improve your physical health. It will improve when the soul is sorrowful. It will radiate to the heart. A merry heart doeth good like medicine. If you are happy, you will be full with energy. You will be full of life. A merry heart, a happy soul is like you have taken medicine that is making you strong.
And it even shows on you.
It shows on you. So when we have these things, it helps us to live a better life. Life skills are what we should concentrate on now, and not. It's good to go to school to acquire education, to get certificates, to get certificated. But more importantly, life skills should be developed in our youth and in our nation. People will do better if they have life skills. They will do better if they have life skills. We talk about financial literacy. Financial literacy is also a life skill. Many people don't know how to handle money. Give them money today, tomorrow they are broke.
Even 1 million.
We've seen some people that won lottery, all this lotto. They've won big money in lotto, and the next month they are broke, begging around.
Because they want to put that money back into.
They don't know. Financial literacy is, they don't know the difference between asset and liability. So there's no amount of money you have, if you don't know the difference, if you are not financial literate, you will squander it. So if you have volume of money, if somebody give you volume of money,
how do you handle it?
How do you handle it?
What do you do with it?
Life skills will teach you financial literacy. Most of our youth, once you give them money, the first thing that will come to their mind is luxury. They want to buy a car. They want to buy a big phone. They want to change their wardrobe. They want to change their shoes. That's the first thing that will come to their mind. They don't know the difference between asset and liability. So asset will take money away from your bank account. Liability will put money into your bank account. They don't know the difference. So life skills is also part of financial literacy. Self-awareness. Some people don't understand themselves.
Self-discovery.
So they copy, this person is doing this, let me get it. This person is buying HLV, let me buy it. They don't understand themselves. They live anyhow. And this will not be taught in school. You will not be taught in school.
Of course.
Time management is also a life skill. Invite somebody for an interview, he comes 30 minutes late than the set time for the interview. Will you employ such person?
No.
It will not be taught in the school. So these are skills that we must learn as part of our life. Time management. You are invited for a program, get there. If you can't get there 30 minutes ahead, get there 10 minutes before the program. Let them know that you take your time seriously. You know, one of the principles that work with them, that work abroad very well, is the issue of time. They pay you per time. So if you work for 1 hour, you can't expect them to pay you for 5 hours. They pay you per the service you render. Work for me for 2 hours. Productive work for 2 hours, I'll pay you for 2 hours. Not that 30 days make one pay. We don't do that here. You work for 1 hour, we pay you for 1 hour. You work for 2 hours, they calculate the number of productive hours that you have worked in a week, and they calculate it and pay you by that. Time management. Time is life. So these are skills that we must teach. These are skills that we must teach our children, and it must be part of their life. If you like to get late to a program, then your children too will follow suit. You are invited for a program and you are still making up. 10 minutes after the program, you are still making up
African time.
African time. These are cultures that have destroyed many vital things, vital organ of our nation.
Okay, sorry to cut you. At times, I want to ask you this question. A lot of people watching us and listening, following us with keen interest on this program will say, okay, what about me now that I'm already, around my 40s, 50s? It look as if some of these things will be good for young people who are just coming up. What about people?
No, it's never too late. If you continue on a wrong journey, it won't lead you to a right destination. Provided once you know you are in a wrong journey, it's better you turn back and retrace your step. If you still have life, even at 90, you can still learn.
Some of this.
If you stop learning, you are old. If you continue learning, you are young.
Okay, because of time, I want you to quickly round it up.
Alright, so conflict resolution, the world is filled with confusion. Conflict resolution, self-awareness, team building, collaboration, communication, these are skills that we must embrace to be able to live a better life and to be able to have mental health that is sound, that can keep adapting and keep surviving in every phase of life that we find ourselves. I most sincerely appreciate you for having me on the program today again.
Thank you. You look as if we leave this place, but our time is gone. Well, our viewers, that is how it has been on today's edition of the program. Hope you have picked one or two things from what we said. God's willing, same time, same station next week when we come to discuss another interesting topic. Until then, I want to appreciate all members of my production crew. I am Oluwatobi Baba, and they say I can do all things through God, who is. And to de-emphasize the importance of finding shortcuts to success. These and many other issues will be the focus on role model. Join Oluwatobi Babarinde on OSBC TV, channel 113 on Star Time and 502 on Free TV every Monday 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Role model, it promises to be educating and interesting. Watch out.
Hey stars, get more value for your money with the Star Times upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic or Classic bouquet and get a